But of course, change is coming as we see those atmospheric rivers pick up and you've got that influx of moisture. Now, atmospheric rivers are given a category 1 through 5. As you start to get up into category 4 and 5, we're looking at more hazardous and less beneficial, or still beneficial, but becoming more hazardous. 2, 3, that is more of a balance of beneficial and hazardous. And you can see the highlighted regions here based on the category of atmospheric river that's expected in the next 7 days. And the orange for Northern California up into portions of Oregon, even the 3 could get into the hazardous category. The green, though, should be mostly beneficial there for coastal Washington, portions of California. Couple different systems moving through that are going to help that moisture take aim off of the Pacific, the gusty winds, the rounds of heavy rain, and the higher elevation snow. All of that coming along with these systems in the coming days. The rain's going to add up in a big way. And for portions of the Pacific Northwest, we're actually a below average for rainfall. Seattle, for instance, just fine on October. We had the amount of rain in October we should have, but we are still about 6 inches below average in Seattle in terms of our rainfall for the year. So we really do need some rain across this region. You just don't want so much that you're dealing with, any mudslide activity or flash flooding, and that could certainly be part of what's happening here. The snow's also coming with this. I mean, we're talking about feet for portions of the Cascades over into the northern Rockies. The wind's going to be gusting, travel's going to be rough as that snow is falling. But especially in the higher elevations, that's where we're really going to get the brunt of that snow adding up. Right now, quiet across the region. Should be a nice day. A little bit of fog in Portland and Medford. We just saw that. But we will see things picking up as we head into tonight and Monday. So anything you need to do outdoors and have dry weather for, today's your day to do it, because we're going to get wet as we start the week. And the Pacific Northwest, of course, is bracing for that week of storms. Remember, atmospheric rivers can be both good and bad for the area. Meteorologist Mike Bettis shows us how the largest rivers on Earth are actually in the sky and how they're evolving. Blow. Melissa's as the strongest Atlantic hurricane ever at landfall with 185-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, and it could even be higher, and we'll find out in the next several months as well. But right now, it's going to take years for Jamaica to recover, and they will need a lot of help. Joining us now to talk about that is Dr. Stephen Flynn, the founding director of the Global Resilience Institute at Northeastern University. Thanks for being with us this morning. Now, you have said that the devastation and the long recovery ahead for Jamaica could be similar to what happened in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria hit back in 2017. So how so?
Not only part of Jamaica's economy. Considering that, how difficult could the recovery be if they can't draw in tourists to the small island nation ravaged by one of the strongest hurricanes ever?
Yeah, it's a beautiful island.
But one bright spot for Jamaica is the country actually has an insurance policy that it took out on itself, and it's about to pay out. So how does that work, and how much money will actually Jamaica receive from that insurance policy?
Yeah, this is
for Jamaicans themselves. Is that widespread there in Jamaica? Do many people have insurance?
This is what's really worrisome.
Dollars in damage. Do you have any estimate of what the damage could be in today and because of Melissa?
Yeah, it's
Flynn with Northeastern University. Thanks so much for taking some time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Got you there in Portland, but I promise it will clear out, and it will actually be a pretty nice Sunday. Anything you need to get done, today's your day for it. Okay, so let's talk about atmospheric rivers. We actually have categories for atmospheric rivers, and when you start to get up to category 4 or 5, you're getting into mostly or primarily hazardous, maybe 4 a bit beneficial, and then 3 kind of a mix of beneficial and hazardous. Below that, it's mostly beneficial. So you really want a category 1 or 2 for that beneficial rain, but as you start to get up into the category 3 and 4, hazardous conditions can come along with it, and you can see that is exactly what we're seeing here for the Oregon coast, Northern California coastal areas. The green that we're seeing for much of coastal Washington is actually going to be beneficial. Here's the setup. Early week, we've got that first system moving in. By the middle part of the week, another round moving in. So it's not going to be raining all day every day, but you've just got one system after another. That's going to allow that rainfall to add up, that snowfall to add up as well in the higher elevations, and the winds will be cranking, especially with that second push of weather that I was just showing you into the middle part of the week. a bit more of a robust system then. So wherever you see the yellow on the map, that's 3 to 5 inches of rain. The orange is 5 to 8 inches of rain, which of course you want the rain, but this is the rainy season. That's what we expect, but you don't want so much that it causes you issues, which is what we could see for portions of the northern California coast up into Oregon. We're also going to get some of that higher elevation snow across the northern Rockies, across the Cascades. I mean, some of the forecasts around here in the highest elevations, maybe 3 to 4 feet of snow. And that snow is like money in the bank for the drier months. Here's our fog in Portland and Medford. San Fran's got some fog as well. Outside of that, it's fairly quiet across the region right now. Little bit of high elevation snow action there up around the Cascades. But other than that, we're not seeing a whole lot. You'll know
in Pasadena.
Good to know. There we go. Well, I won't